Sport Fishing Adventures with your host, NHL star Brendan Morrison and Grey Cup winner Chris Burns. Sport Fishing Adventures is brought to you by Toyota, Berkeley, Fenwick, Yamaha, and Gibbs Delta.
Woo! Hold on. That's what I'm talking about.
Take my rod.
I'll get this one right over here.
Come on. Get out of here.
Not exactly what we wanted. Mr. Morrison, I recognize you. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you too.
Welcome to Sport Fishing Adventures. I'm your host, Brendan Morrison. We're in Northern Saskatchewan, which has the largest concentration of fly-in lodges in all of Canada. Ruffo Sportsman Lodge will be our home base the next few days as we target walleye and northern pike. I'm looking forward to sharing this experience with my good buddy and fellow professional ice hockey player, Blake Sloan. Let's get on the water and enjoy the sport fishing adventure. Okay, Blake, here's the deal. We gotta have something riding on what we're catching.
All right.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, two out of three. You gotta win two categories. First fish, largest fish, and then we'll say like number of fish caught. You understand the bet, right? You gotta win 2 out of 3. So if you hook one right now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna win. Okay, now the stakes of the bet. Physical labor is such an important part of this camp here because we're in a pretty remote area. We should pitch in and help out a little bit. Maybe we should, the loser of the bet has to generously chop some firewood for camp. What do you think about that?
Having just met Stefan back there, and that's one of his job requirements, I think he would like that. So I think you should definitely help him.
Okay, all right. So we have a bet. We have a deal. Sloan, you want to be dead straight like this, like.
No, you don't want it that straight, no. You'll snap the line if you have it that straight. You gotta have a little curve to it.
Lash, you're not supposed to tell him that. Point at the fish like this and just. Sloan, you got a fish there?
I don't know. He's not moving much.
Oh, walleye, bud.
Yes!
He's on the board.
I'm on the board. Sloan 1, Morrison 0.
Good for you, buddy.
He wasn't even fighting.
Well, you
I wasn't
hooked him.
sure.
Well, you know right away you got him.
Well, I knew right away, but then he didn't do anything. I thought he kind of got off there for a second.
That's a nice fish, bud.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I got my work cut out for me now. Sloan's got 1/3 of the bet down.
Oh no!
You got him.
Oh, the kid's hot right now.
Somebody's feeling it right now, and it's not me.
I got the time.
You gotta keep track of how many you got. Here, go back to your side now.
I'm going.
I'm really not too concerned. That's what a quality host does, is he makes his guests feel welcome. Well, makes them feel comfortable. We've only been fishing here for, probably an hour and a half.
Buddy,
And,
I know your fishing skills, and you're not. You're only a few casts away. Believe me.
The battle is gonna go down to the wire.
Nice. Oh, Brendan's up.
A fish is a fish.
I got one here for you, bud.
Woohoo! How quickly things change around here. Look at this guy. This is a hat trick for him right here.
That's a nice one. You want to take my rod?
There we go. Oh, he's back. Whoa! Oh, Mr. Pike. There he is.
Got into one here. Oh.
Just a little guy. Holy moly. We're in the bay of big fish. He kind of came and attacked us. and came back. Oh geez, Louise. Wow. Actually, a pretty nice fish on the end there. Oh geez.
Oh yeah.
Louise. Oh yeah. That's a long one. Oh, coming at you. Such big, strong tails, eh? Like this little tail flick and then look at that.
Is that bigger than the other one?
Oh yeah.
Nice fish, bud.
Oh, look at him.
He's angry.
A little energy left there. Oh yeah.
Oh, 39. And he's gone. Good fish, buddy.
Thank you. That was exciting. Awesome.
All right, 12-6.
We'll be right back with more sport fishing adventures. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures.
It's unbelievable. We've had probably 5 fish now that just as we're reeling back in, it's neat to see how aggressive they are. They come after it so hard. And then when you do get that pike, you land it on them and they strike it, they just come after it with reckless abandon.
Yeah, it's just their nature just to attack things. Very, very aggressive.
The destination, Ruffo's Sportsman's Lodge on McIntosh Lake. McIntosh Lake is located 4 hours north of Saskatoon. From La Ronge, take a chartered float plane that provides breathtaking views of the expansive, legendary Churchill River system on your short ride to the remote camp. Enjoy private cabins and home-cooked meals from this family-run lodge.
I'm here with Ruffo Schindler, owner of Ruffo Sportsman's Lodge. Now Ruffo, this lodge has a lot of history behind it. I know the lodge itself was built over 50 years ago.
That's
and you've
correct.
owned it for 21 years.
Correct.
And the neat thing about this lodge that I find very attractive to anglers that want to come up and target pike and walleye, big northerns, is this has been a catch and release lodge for the past 15 years.
That's correct.
There's a tremendous amount of fish out there and a tremendous amount of large fish. Why don't you touch on some of the other key features that you have to offer the guests that come up to experience this place?
No, absolutely. Well, one big edge that I think we have over a lot of lodges is the fact that we have a lot of variety. I mean, we fish a chain of lakes on a river system rather than just on one big lake. From a facility standpoint, I mean, our cabins are very large and spacious with all the amenities, so, it lends itself well not only to smaller groups, but also to larger corporate groups if a company so decided to bring their customers, and always lots of fish and a lot of big fish, due to the catch and release.
Just an absolute beautiful part of the country and an awesome experience up here at Ruffo's. Well, I want to thank you for the opportunity. For me personally, this is the first time I've been up to Northern Saskatchewan to chase large pike and big walleye and a chance at the odd lake trout as well. So we want to thank you for giving us that chance.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
What do you got, bud? Little northern again?
Yeah. So this morning we switched spots from where we were fishing yesterday into an area that's a little bit more protected. It was a little windy in front of the lodge today, but you can see in the background here we got some falls, and this is actually the Churchill River running in behind us. And we've only been in here about 15 minutes and we've already hooked probably 4 or 5 fish. We actually had a pretty cool experience, eh, Blake? We, another fish just following it there.
Did you get one?
I just hit
he
it.
was right there. You
Sorry.
see it?
We had about a 5-minute portage.
That portage reminds me of back in the day, buds, when we went on that canoe trip up in Wawa.
Way up north there, yeah, it does. And this same kind of setting up north here, remote.
Yeah.
Not seeing too many people at all.
I just missed a fish, by the way, telling a story, so.
So did I.
You're lucky.
Well, that's kind of where Blake and I first met. That's back, we both went to school at the University of Michigan. We both played hockey there, and you know, we lived across the hall from each other in our freshman year, and our last 3 years of school there, we were housemates. So we built a pretty good bond over the last 15 years here. We both loved the outdoors, we both loved to fish, and it was nice to be able to get Blake out here.
Yes, sir. That was great. Great cue by Les there. Had me throw right down by the waterfall there. Just like a scripted book, buddy. That was awesome. Oh, that's a nice fish. Yeah. That's the first good size one, the pike I got, huh?
Congrats, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Les was had me throw right in below this waterfall here. He said sometimes some big ones like to hide out. And I threw it almost where I tried to throw it where he directed me to, and this one hooked up and worked out to be a nice fish here.
We'll be right back with more sport fishing adventures. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures.
So Blake you got a nice one there right off in the riff of the current there. So he's up 16-14. We got a running total. Right now Blake's up by 2. We're not really competitive, but he's up by 2.
No one's keeping track, are we? Started yesterday morning though when Doug over there, one of our guides, took Brendan to win the tournament here, and fortunately Les has been helping me out, so Les picked the right one as of right now anyway.
The day is young. There he is, he's back. There he is, he's still coming, he's hanging right there. He keeps shooting at it. He's still there, I can see him. Can you see him? He's right there. He's looking at it. Come get this one, right over here. Whoa.
Come on, get out of here.
Whoa, what about that one? What a backdrop here with these rapids. Second cast by Blake. Whoa, that's a nice one, buddy. Hold on.
Oh, boys.
It is now 19-17 for Blake. He's got a nice pike on here. Hello, Mr. Pike.
Is that one bigger?
Oh, nice, buddy.
Nice. Is that one bigger?
That's a nice one.
That was a great fight on that one though, eh?
Well, it's almost like he just hooked into a log, eh? Because he didn't move at all.
Yeah, he just sat there.
That was cool.
Yeah, you got him. 39.
39. It's a tie. So, what technique did you do there by the boat?
Les has been trying to teach me that we've had tons of fish coming up next to the boat following these Gibbs Delta lures, and they kind of flash away at the last second, so he's teaching me the technique of the crazy 8, keeping the lure in the water as long as possible at the surface and making an 8 with the rod. And that's the first time I actually got one on it, so I was giving Les a hard time here.
He's coachable, folks.
We did see one about 5 minutes ago though that Les claims is about a 40-incher, so there's some big ones in here today.
21-20. Oh no, it's tied, I'm sorry.
It's tied.
21 all. That was the hit he was looking for,
I think that was big too.
folks. His thumbs got in the way.
No.
Attaboy, Blake. Like, oh, nice, not a bad fish there for you,
Nice.
eh? On the big plug.
I got
Pretty
one.
cool experience, so hey,
Very
out here
nice.
fishing. Talking about experiences, let's talk about some of your most memorable hockey experiences.
No, I was very lucky. I got picked up by the Dallas Stars the year they, I should say we won the cup in 1999 there. So I was very fortunate to have an opportunity to play with some great hockey players, and the Joe Nieuwendijks, the Brett Hulls, the Eddie Belfours. I think that's one of the nicest things I've taken away from my career is some of the great guys and great players that I've got to play with on different teams, and
Friendships you make along the way.
friendships you make, exactly.
How about first goal? Where'd you score it, and who was it against?
My first, yeah, he was chasing it. My first goal was in Detroit
Joe Louis.
at Joe Louis, which was kind of neat because, you know, we went to school there, and my grandpa was there,
Right on.
my dad. Got to see that, so that was a special time, and
Who was that on? Was it on Osgood then?
it was on Osgood. Yep, yeah. So it was even. I think my first game in the NHL was real special too. I was playing in Houston at the time, not drafted, and Dallas came to watch their farm team Kalamazoo play. They ended up signing me 3 or 4 days later, and went up to Dallas and had a bunch of friends from Houston come up. My dad came in from Chicago to see the game, and unbeknownst to me at the time, and it was just a real special time.
Speaking of scores, I believe we're now at 31-28.
There's still time, my friend. There's still time.
You just closed the gap there by one.
Drop your anchor. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sport Fishing Adventures.
The gear we were using to fish walleye on this trip, one combo was a Fluger rod and reel combo, 6 foot 6 inch medium action rod, and a Fluger presidential reel, size 30. The other combination we had was the Fenwick Elite Tech walleye rod, very sensitive tip, again medium action, and we paired that with an Abu Garcia spinning reel, the Revo SX30. On both of these rods and reels, we used the Berkeley Tri-Line 8-pound test smooth casting. And what we had for our lures were jigs from Gibbs Delta. For targeting the large northern pike on this trip, we had 3 different rod and reel combinations. The first one was the Fenwick HMX 6 foot 6 inch medium to heavy action rod paired with the Fluger President reel. The second combo we had was a new rod from Abu Garcia, the Verita. Nice strong backbone, very sensitive tip there. And we combined that with the Abu Garcia Aura reel. The third rod and reel combo was a Berkeley rod, the Lightning rod, with an Abu Garcia bait caster, the Revo. A real cool feature about the Revo, they have a centrifugal brake system on the side of the reel. So when you're fighting a fish, if you don't feel the drag is set exactly right, you just kind of put your finger against the side of the reel here, and it adds extra drag when you're fighting that fish. Something I've never used before and found to be very effective. On the other 2 reels, we used 30-pound braid from Berkeley. Combined with the braided line, we attached steel leaders from Berkeley, 30 to 40-pound test, which are very important when you're targeting large species like northern pike. The lures we used over this trip were all Gibbs Delta lures. The Ruby Eye Wiggler was the big hit here this week. Chartreuse color, larger Ruby Eye Wiggler, chrome and blue, and another lure that proved to be successful was a Silver Croc. Again, all from Gibbs Delta. The gear we used on this trip worked extremely well for us and allowed us to catch several large walleye and northern pike.
Sure special when you can come out here with your kids, eh, Mo?
It does make for an enjoyable experience. I've been trying to hand down, you know, to the next generation here, about spending quality time with your family and with your friends. Like, you know, you've been in Europe last few years. I don't get to see you that much. So for you to be able to come out here and do this with me it's a lot of fun.
Sure is. I appreciate the invite, and it'll be something I'll go home and certainly share with all my friends how wonderful this place is, the beauty of the lake, and the sincerity of Ruffo and his staff, and how professional they've been.
Pretty in here, eh?
Yeah, this is nice. This is my second favorite spot, I think, now. If I had my 3-weight fly rod,
3-weight to get crushed.
buddy, it takes skill to land a 40-inch pike on that.
Yeah, like that, you mean? Like that? Just slid into a nice new spot here with some rapids in the background. 1 second, hey? Sealed the deal for number of fish over the duration of the trip. But my partner here has the first fish, and we're actually tied for the largest fish, both with respectable 39-inch northerns.
Sudden death, 30 minutes.
Maybe next fish wins it all. Next fish.
This is beautiful in here, though. Wow.
Okay.
Next fish. Oh, right through the weeds. This is where they hang out more.
Let's end this. Let's put this guy out of his misery.
Yeah.
Get off! Get off!
That is a fish, boys and girls. That is victory. Victory for all. Come here, you.
As the saying goes, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
I saw him coming too.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
Did you?
buddy.
Congrats, buddy.
Nice competition.
Well deserved.
That was awesome.
Well deserved.
Les, nicely done.
Here we are back at the woodshed. Our bet went into overtime, and I came out on the short end. So I want to congratulate my buddy Blake for a job well done.
Thank you, sir.
It was impressive. You actually almost double overtime there. Last fish of the day, and you sealed the deal.
In the last minute.
The last minute.
In the last minute. It was
9
exciting.
seconds.
Exciting for the viewers.
9 seconds. I'm usually pretty good in overtime, but today you got me.
That's true, very true.
We want to thank Ruffos for giving us the opportunity to come to the lodge. We had a tremendous couple of days. Tons of fish, beautiful location. And now, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to pay my debt and chop this wood for the lodge.
All right, get after it.
Wow.